G'day folks, Ben from Snowy's here. Today I'm running through with you the different glass types in these Milenco mirrors. There's previously been a flat and a convex type mirror. They use funny wording for it, but now there's this kind of hybrid in between sort of version that's been made for the Australian market. Hey guys, we're in the parking lot down at Snowy's Keswick in Adelaide here to try and demonstrate the differences in these Milenco mirrors, how the convex glass and the flat glass works. It's a bit hard to tell just from a product page. Now there's two boxes that we sell now, there's two versions available, and there's a standard automotive glass. That's the convex glass, which is the view that kind of gives a little bit of a distorted view. Most car mirrors that have that have got that little note that says objects in mirror are closer than they appear. So you get a wider field of view, but the distance between objects is a little bit skewed. I'll show you that shortly. Now, where the confusion lies is with this flat glass. Now, we previously had flat glass, which meant just that. It was flat glass, no difference. But Milenco, not very boldly, have kind of said, this is flat glass, but there's a little asterisk here. That little asterisk refers to a note that you need to open the box and look on the flap inside the box here where they've said flat glass for stability on Australian roads. A very slight convex is applied to glass R 1900 millimeters. I don't know what the R 1900 means, but it's obviously a measure of something to do with mirrors or glass, but it has got a slight convex in it. Now this created a whole lot of confusion with what we were sending out because we thought the flat glass was flat, but now it's got a slight convex. And my cameraman has let me loose today in using a camera here, so I'm going to actually try and film these three here for you to show what the difference is between them. And there's actually not much difference between the flat with a slight convex and the convex. So this one here is our older model. This is just flat glass. These, as far as I'm aware, are not going to be available in the Australian market. Or at the time of filming this video, they're not going to be available. Maybe that will change. I think in the European market, they still have this. But they've introduced this one here, which is flat with a slight convex around the edge, which they say creates a more stable image on corrugated roads, because most of the roads in Australia are pretty rough. Now I'm going to stand back and I'll go from left to right to show you the difference in the field of view in each of these. And I'm actually going to start by first focusing on the background here, and bear with me with my amateur camera skills here as I focus this. So that's the background focus there. What you see is what you get. The size of what's in the mirror is the same as the size of the actual object within reason. If we come across to now the flat glass with a slight convex, and I'll just refocus that, in the background, we can see we're now seeing a bit of the sky in there and a bit of the car park. And it's going to be blurry here, but you can see you can't see the sky in that one, and you can in this one. I'm moving across to the convex, I'll just refocus again. And that hasn't focused where I want it to. There, I think that's right now. A bit hard to see, sorry, but you can see the difference between these two, particularly me in the foreground. Actually, that hasn't focused. Let me try again. Okay, that's now the background there. You can see field of view, got a fair bit of sky and car park in there. This one here, we've got not quite as much sky and definitely less car park. So definitely a bit more in that convex glass there. Now I want to go back to this one and just focus on me in particular to see the size of the object in the mirror. You can see in that one I'm quite large. Come across to this one, refocus, I'm smaller, and then in this one here, I'm smaller again. Now the main difference that I think I can see, if I come in closer and focus now on myself, I want to show you where the distortion sort of starts. Now this mirror seems to distort about here. You can see my head starting to distort towards the edge there. So there's more distortion around the edge of this mirror. Whereas this one here, refocus again, the distortion is much closer to the edge of the mirror. So I think this one here is much flatter in the middle, but distorted on the edges. So you can see once again, going back to this one, the distortion near the edge there is much more. So that's the difference between the flat convex and the convex, I suppose. I'll just take a step back to get all three in the shot at once. And I don't think the camera's going to focus on all three, but you can see the size of the object there. I'm filling up the entire mirror. This one here, I'm filling up most of it. And this one here, I'm filling up, well, you can see right down to my waist there, about above my waist on this one. So that is hopefully going to help you choose which mirror best suits you. We traditionally have sold most of the flat ones because it's a little bit more of what you see is what you get in the mirror. You can judge the distances between, say, a post and the back of your caravan a little easier. With the convex glass, it becomes a little bit harder and harder as you go down to judge those distances, but you get a much larger field of view when you're looking in the mirror. So we sell mostly flat glass. I'm not exactly sure why. I think in Europe they sell more convex glass. It's more of a standard thing, but it's all personal preference. Hope that helps you choose the Milenco mirror that best suits your needs. You can check these out online at snowies.com.au where you'll find them at our lowest prices every day. But if you do have any questions, let us know down in the comments below. Subscribe to our channel for all of our latest information or check out some other videos. Got these ones down here.